For your information, this video is at 2 times speed. Welcome to the exclusive tour of Cookie 4. Enjoy!
Hello everybody and welcome back to a brand new video on the Cookie Club channel. Today we're going to give you an exclusive tour of C4. Of course this is just C4, there are no other Cookie Club properties in this video, but, yeah, as I said, we're going to get started, so let's go. First of all, when you enter the property with a vehicle, you can turn down here, and you can come to our very own underground parking garage. Pretty neat. So you can just take a slider up, and let's move this way, shall we? We go up these stairs. Actually, let me introduce this building first. This is our exclusive limited VIP apartments. There's 2 of them. Both of them are claimed. The bottom one is mine. The top one is Burgers. So let's take a little look into Burgers. Very nice. The mine has very similar decorating. Burger. You can tell which buildings I decorated and which one's Burger decorated because some of these buildings are just amazingly decorated. They're so good. So yeah. Let's go to. Let's do this whole building first. So this is a visitor center and a fundraiser donation center. If you're like you want to get your Cookie Club ID or your or you want to donate to a campaign or something like that, you can do that here. Now we're gonna move over here. Security booth check-in for this building. Here's just the back area to the security booth. And if you go down here, here's my office for whatever role I have. Alright, and then, oh, that's the visitor center. And if you go here, here is the cookie recipe to the cookies that we make, and here's the recipe to the pizzas that we make. And here's our courtroom for whatever court situation that may be happening. You know, if somebody's getting sued or being tried for criminal activity, that'll go down here. Of course, here's where the jury. So if the judge wants a jury, if there's enough people, there you go here. Here's the judge desk. So that's where I usually sit at if I'm a judge. Witness. So if you're a witness, you can come up here and explain your story. Here's of course this is the defendant attorney and the or a lawyer, and we have the defendants would stand here. The prosecutor or the plaintiff would stand here, and then of course their lawyer, and then the guests over there. Here's the AHOC office for Zale. He's our current AHOC. Of course, I'm the HOC. Here's a meeting room. So now we're gonna be. Let's go this way. Here's our the security department room. Got some office desks, a few meeting tables. Of course, the same layout for the member department room. And let's look at this building now. Or actually, we'll do this one first. Here's our soccer field. So here's the lobby, and of course, we have the actual soccer field. It is indoors, though. Of course, we just have 2 mood boosters over there. By the way, if your Discord pings in this video, don't mind, I did not go D&D to record. So now let's go to this 2-story building. This is the Cookie Club apartment, so here's a little lobby area. Yeah, here's what the rooms look like, basically decorated. You can have a little budget to make your room a little more decorated if you want, but that's just how it comes when you get it. Of course, here's the bathroom for the whole building. Laundry area. Oh god, I have to pay taxes. Not fun. Not fun. Alright. So, if we go upstairs, we do have green doors. This indicates that the room is claimed and you cannot have it. Why does Tame have a mailbox like this inside of an apartment building? Like, I don't think that should go here, but who cares? But yeah, here's Tame's room. Here's Tib's room. And then we do have 4 empty rooms that are unclaimed if you want. Here is our underground area. Here's a press conference area. If you want to hold a press conference for like a campaign speech or something, you can do that here. Here's a backstage area. You can. I don't know. But yeah, here's our bunker for lockdowns. If we have them, if we have a lockdown, you will come here. Here's security booth check-in. Alright, let's do this building now. We'll go to the front of it. By the way, Cookie Club train station. Very nice, very nice. Actually, I'll say that for last, actually. Member lounge. Everybody that is a member can come here and chill out. You know, watch some TV, play some games, just sit there, eat food, or maybe read a book, or even swim in our pool if you have time. Of course, Cookie Club train parks here. We'll go back in the building. Here's our pizza making room. By the way, I don't know why these are in here, but they are. If you do end up cooking something or ordering something that isn't a cookie or a pizza, it will result in consequences. But so when I'm done recording this, I'm gonna get rid of this because I don't want to get in trouble. So yeah, here's a cookie making room. Here's just a little storage room. And of course, we have 2 mood boosters. Here's a little lounge area outdoor. Here's a Cookie Club store. You can buy cookies or whatever, a gift shop. So if you order online, you can pick up here, or you buy from the store, you can just go to the register. Of course, we do have the back area. Open. You gotta go to the cafe. Outdoor seating. Plenty of food options and drinks, whatever you want. And we can now go this way. So here's a VIP lounge. I think we used to have a VIP subscription of some sort. I don't know if that's still a thing, but right now, I think this is only for HR. Until I can confirm whether or not that's still a thing, I don't know. Here's our library. Closed. Here's like our maintenance or control room. Let's go to this building. Our fitness center. There's a gym, practically. Got every kind of fitness thing you need. And let's go to this office building. This bottom floor is basically all HR offices. So, auguy, our owner, sits here. Our assistant to the owner, Mr. Tibbs, he sits there. So, of course, these are not decorated yet, but these are going to be the head member in AHOM, head of security. Today is the day of the election. But I think I'm going to release this probably tomorrow or later today or something. I don't know. But yeah. So that's going to be security, HR office, and then this is going to be for head of finance and his assistant head of finance. This will be for co-owner and an ACO, and then this will be for the activity department director. The assistant is upstairs, by the way, for the activity department because it didn't have room down there. So here's this is going to be our finance area. We're going to go over the next. Here's a waiting area for that. You know, if you want to get your paycheck or you need to like discuss something about finance or like want to give a donation to a fundraiser or something like that, anything to do with money, you can do that here. Here's the back area to that. Here's some offices like a meeting table and a few office desks. Here's our vault for storing money. Here. So now we're getting into the activity department. It's on this side of the building. So basically what this room is, if the activity department wants to interview someone and then release it as an ad on the Cookie Club channel, they can do that here in this setting. Here's our activity department offices area. Of course, we've got some desks, a meeting table. Since I didn't have room downstairs for the assistant activity director, they can sit here at this desk. If a candidate wants to like make a speech or doesn't really want to do it like at the press conference or something like that, they can do that here, I guess. I guess this is for watching new ads in RP. Here's an interview room for new members to come to the CC. So yeah, this is where interviews can take place. I'm trying to think, that may be everything. But I want to have one little last thing to show y'all. It's going to be this way. And we got to go up these ladders. And we got fireworks. Very nice, very, very nice. So that was everything in Cookie 4. I do want to make more videos of each property eventually, but this is just for C4. If you did enjoy this video, make sure to like and subscribe and drop a comment below. Share this with everybody. If you have not joined the CC, please do so, because we are running short of members, actually. And inactivity has been a very big issue lately. The CC is very fun, actually. Sometimes it can be a bit annoying, having to deal with auguy, but, you know, if you take that out of the way, if you can deal with that, then I think you'll do great in the CC. So make sure to join the CC. If you want to join the CC, just drop a comment as saying you want to join. Somebody on the team will respond eventually. And yeah, that's all I got to say for now. Once again, if you enjoyed, make sure to like and subscribe. And bye-bye, everybody.
Tung 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 sahar, tralalero tralala and bombardiro crocodilo.